Cao Chou was a late 8th century Chinese Chan master who is said to have died at the remarkable age of 120. This is a famous exchange attributed to Master Chou and one of his students. A monk said to Cao Chou, "I have just entered your monastery. Please teach me." Cao Chou asked, "Have you eaten your morning rice?" The monk answered, "Yes, I have." Cao Chou said, "Wash your bowl." At that, the monk was enlightened by the simple idea of finishing one task before going on to the next, of taking care of immediate needs immediately. It is a simple lesson in simply living mindfully in the moment. Yeshua's apostle Luke records that the early followers of the Way began each day with group prayer, then walked with one accord, breaking bread in each other's houses, sharing food with gladness and simplicity of heart. Seeing their contentment, others soon began to join them, and their community grew, and they were distinguished by their love. Their living example was a simple but effective demonstration of the power and value of the Way that was apparent to everyone who saw it. In the 1500s, Leonardo da Vinci insisted that human ingenuity will never devise any solution more beautiful, simple, nor more to the purpose than nature does. A simple definition of Tao is way or path, and it refers to the natural way things come about. Lao Tzu taught that by being simple in actions and thoughts, we are in accord with the Way, and it will return us to the source of being. Famous Zen master Dogen said there is a simple way to become a Buddha. When you refrain from unwholesome actions, are not attached to birth and death, and are compassionate toward all sentient beings, respectful to seniors, and kind to juniors, not excluding or desiring anything, with no designing thoughts or worries, you will be called a Buddha. Like so many things on our spiritual path, simple, but not easy. In Yeshua's time, people were being taught to follow hundreds of religious laws and ritual requirements, while he taught that following his way was not dependent on adherence to ritual or obedience to doctrinal rules. Yeshua emphasized two simple commandments: to love God and to love each other. He taught that for those who believed in and kept to his way, heaven begins on earth. Yeshua built a loyal following by being loving and forgiving, in contrast to the organized religions of his time that were harshly judgmental. Anyone who thinks that simply loving and forgiving others is easy only needs to try it, remembering that every person is a variation of yourself. Keeping to the Way is simple, but not easy. It is a narrow path that leads to a narrow gate, and so few find it that Yeshua referred to the number as a remnant. Truth, however, is not based on the number of its followers. The Old English origin of the word truth meant constant faithfulness. Spiritually, truth is our Creator's self-expression, forever faithful to the underlying and unchanging logos upon which all things come about, where the simple is the seal of the true way.